Taint.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
I would normally go fire noise, but I want some love.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 194 of the STS Guys, and I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, it's Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we are the STS Guys, a weekly podcast where we sit around, shoot the shit, and talk about anything geeky, nerdy, and cool. What is going on this week, guys? We're back!
It's back.
Back in action.
Bi-weekly
All four of us again.
podcast, baby.
We are back. The bi-weekly STS Guys podcast.
I'm watching the stream on YouTube and I look like Potato again.
You do
Yeah.
look like Potato.
Oh,
As
Like,
soon as I hit live, it lost
Yeah.
its mind.
You were
Son of a
fine
bitch.
in the pre-show during our prep.
Well,
Our 5 minutes. Yeah.
yeah. Oh well. We'll just have to deal with that, I guess.
hey, it's
I don't
okay.
know. Cox
it's okay.
is like, I'm pretty sure they throttle my connection here.
The Cox does throttle your connection.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
because it
They
goes
throttle,
up and
they
down.
throttle
all the
that
time.
Cox.
Cocks are a bunch of cocks. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, constantly stroking it and not in the way that you want.
Yeah.
Just so you know, you sound fine. You're just
Yeah.
a little blurry.
Audio good. So let's.
Yeah,
You're in the witness
Well, that's
protection
good.
program,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
there you go.
Could
You're
be
trying to
Nate.
hide who
Yeah.
I am.
That could be Nate, like I said, but it could be some private eye witness for some major case.
Other
I'm trying
other bearded man that has
Yeah.
Yeah, I wore the Batman shirt just to try to sell it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just wear DC or something.
Nice.
Well, guys, you know what?
What?
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's actually been 2 weeks, but it has been. But it has been a week.
Yeah.
It's been
It's
a
still
week.
a week, even though if it's double.
Yeah.
First
So,
of
all
all,
right, so I know-
I have to give Larry a huge thanks right off the bat. He sent me a bunch of beaver nuggets
Oh, yeah.
and pins and stickers, and I've got my official STS Guys new pins now. These are amazing.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're
You sent me a lot of awesome stuff.
You're-
and I'm
you're welcome,
really
man.
enjoying those beaver nuggets.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I got
Go.
my pins as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
For the record, you had yours first, Nate.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I
Because
live in
driving,
Arizona. I'm the only guy who lives out of state, but I got it first.
yeah, because
So-
driving that 9 minutes to Scott's house is impossible.
Yeah. So the question I have here is the push I'm going to have to go for is, we mentioned the beaver nuggets. So
Yeah.
is Bucky's a bingo square yet? I can't remember
think
all
it
the
is.
bingo squares.
Bucky-
All
I
right.
think it is, yeah.
All right. So we're gonna. Just because we have a square and I want to hit a button.
Bingo.
Bingo. If you want to play Podcast Bingo with us, our friend Andrew from the Toy Room on Podcast made a bingo card. You can go to podcastbingo.com/STS Guys to play.
Hey, and shout out to Andrew. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Oh,
today's his birthday.
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Andrew. Nate, I have a beaver nugget related question for you. So I sent you the normal regular beaver nuggets, but then after I sent you them like last year, Scott told me to try the salted
Caramel ones.
salted caramel one. So I sent you one of those too. What in the little blue bag? What did you think is about the salted caramel? Because I know those are Scott's favorites, and I think those have become my favorites too.
Yeah, it's hard because I really like the classic, but the savory with the sweet is a whole nother dynamic.
So,
They're
it's
pretty
that savory and sweet beaver or that classic beaver?
Yeah, you
Exactly.
gotta go the savory
Yes.
sweet beaver. But
You
those,
can't-
those
What
are
this guy said right here. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
those aren't beaver nuggets, right? Those are the Bucky's Nuggies.
Oh, okay. Same idea.
They're,
They
I
look
mean, they're
exactly
both
like-
delicious,
They're just-
but
yeah.
you know, they only sell them in the little bit smaller bags because I know the. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. It's like a
They have big bags of the salted caramel ones too.
Oh, do
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
You gotta kind of look around for them. They don't always have the big bags. I think
Well-
they go pretty quick.
They're both delicious. So, I mean, you really can't go wrong. But I did like them. I like the salted nature.
Good. I think there's
Salted
a
beaver.
There's like a cinnamon one too, or something. It's like in a red bag. I've never tried that.
They also have like a spicy.
Yeah,
version
they have a
that-
jalapeno cheddar. Like I said, that's or no, it's a habanero
Near cheddar. Yeah, it's like it's decently spicy. They're pretty good.
It's got some kick to it. It's got some kick.
I've never tried that one.
But
It's one of those things that like I would probably try any of the flavors really.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't something like really.
You can't go wrong with beaver.
But
Cannot
No.
go wrong
exactly.
with eating beaver.
Oh,
Beaver's
God.
always good, no matter the flavor.
Yeah.
Just for the
boy.
record too, like we do have the new logo pins. We'll have to figure out something to do with them. We'll talk. But I was thinking like it's probably going to be after the holidays, and then we'll figure out how other people besides the four of us can get the new STS Guys pin.
Well, like I said, at this point in time, like I said, it's probably going to be like a 200th episode celebration, and at our current bi-weekly rate, that's well after the holidays.
That's after January, so that sounds perfect.
We are
It's-
bad.
Who's got a It's Been a Week story? There's got to be at
Oh,
least
I got-
something out there.
I
for the
got
last
a
couple
few,
weeks.
but I'll have to save some of that because I got there's some good stories about the trip I went on. So
Yeah.
I went on a trip. So I'll let who bought something. Like I know one of y'all bought a toy. Somebody did. Out of the three of you, somebody bought a toy.
Well, I bought something. I'll go first.
All
Yeah,
right.
go for it.
So if you
We're fucking
tuned into
showing
my
how
Instagram
it
earlier today, you probably saw this already.
Show and tell.
It's actually not a toy, but it is a diorama.
Ooh, so it's a toy for your toys.
Yes, exactly. It's a
Yeah.
toy for the toys. You guys know I like toy photography.
No.
So the best thing to get for toy photography is a good diorama.
Hey, Nate,
And I
I have
found
to
this-
say that has a very great patina on it.
We were talking before.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So to describe it for audio listeners, it's kind of like a back alley New York City kind of thing.
It looks like
Back
where
alley,
you
New
go
York
and buy
City.
heroin at.
Yeah. There's actually a third wall to this, but I don't have it on there, but it goes on this side. The cool thing is that they use Velcro on the back to attach the walls. So I can really kind of make any combination I want. And I can kind of layer it. So if I want like one wall in front and then another wall in the back or something.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, the guy's name is 78 Points of Articulation.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. He's on, this is one of the other walls. Just a close up for you guys.
Is that the
It's just
fourth wall?
crazy.
Yeah.
This is there actually is kind of four. I mean, there's a base here too,
Well,
so that works.
That is.
But yeah, I mean, just crazy. No, I got it. I got the fourth wall. Okay, we're doing Deadpool shit here. Anyways, yeah, you can see the detail, just crazy detail. He did an amazing job. Just little pipes and little like power junction there and doors, and he included this screen door, which part of it's made out of metal. This like
cool.
Chicken wire part is made out of metal, actual metal, and it goes into the dio. Just super impressed. It was way better than I expected it was going to be. I mean, I knew it looked great in the photos, but when you get something in hand, you're like, wow, this guy did actually some really great work. And then he included these trash bags and these little like boxes and newspapers. Stuff like this is just gold when you're doing toy photography. You need like as many props to make the scene believable as possible.
Well, and the more like real world crap you have, the better it looks,
Cool.
right? Because you need that background stuff to make it the rest of the like the characters and everything pop.
Yeah,
Toy
exactly.
photography. Toy photography.
Yeah, so I can't wait
this
to
whole
like
conversation without the concept for audio listeners. Without just
toy
knowing
photography, right? Everybody's like,
Toy
what are they
photography.
talking about?
Yeah, it looks like great. If you set the scene, you have real world props. Like
Sorry, guys. 1 second.
look, look, there you go.
We scared Nate
He's-
away.
He's gonna shoot those sheens and
He's-
eat that beaver.
Yeah, he's getting his real world props.
Gotta get them props.
Gotta get them props.
Oh my god.
Well, I do have to say, like I said, the reason why we were out last week, right, is 50% of the STS guys had birthdays last week.
That's right.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to you guys too, Scott,
Yeah,
and,
thank you.
Scott and Jeremy.
So that
what
is why
did-
we were out.
I know Scott did something good, but Jeremy, did you end up doing anything?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's all.
Had a loud crash. Had to go investigate.
Oh yeah. Are your props safe?
Yeah.
Everything's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your toy shelf didn't fall down, did it?
Maybe just a couple things, but we're all right.
All right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Scary.
Yeah, no. Honestly, the only thing I did was that I went and saw. I said Eternals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? I didn't see it.
From Jeremy's reaction, I think I know how the movie was.
Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Like it was literally meh. Like I liked it actually way better than Black Widow. Because Black Widow is probably, if we were re-ranking movies, like it's probably the bottom. Like it's probably the bottom. Like
I would agree with you about that.
It's pretty bad. So it's definitely above that. But not by much. And I think it's just because, right, they tried to fit so much into that movie, like I said, just to kind of explain the property and explain the characters. So like, I think the reason why I worked with Guardians, right, is just because like, hey, you had you only had so many characters. Plus, I said it made sense for them to be together. And so with the Eternals, right, like I said, there's a whole bunch of explaining, and there's 12 of them, and so like it's a lot to pack in to a movie.
And here's the thing that I think Guardians worked because it didn't spend time like have to explain like here's their powers and here's all this backstory of these people. It's like here they are, and then we'll figure this out as the movie goes on.
Yeah,
and we'll give you just enough to know a little bit, right?
For Guardians, one of them's a tree, and right, who doesn't really talk, and the other's a raccoon too. So like,
you're like,
they had the benefit of like, it's just a raccoon. Like it's easy. There you go. He's just wisecracking little animal guy. Done.
Yeah.
So like I said, it wasn't bad. Like I said, because I know everyone thrashed it in the reviews. Like I said, the reviews, like I said, don't wait out. Like I said, it wasn't like terrible. Like I said, like god awful and unwatchable. Like everyone was saying it was. But I said it just wasn't like my life is no better for having watched it. And then also too, like they said, oh yeah, I think it was a big buildup. Like, oh, this is gonna forever change the MCU. How this is gonna like maybe
So,
oh well, I'll see it sometime, but I'm not.
Yeah, but it's definitely a wait for Disney Plus type thing. However, like I said, well, in terms of ranking, like I said, recent movies, like I said, Shang-Chi is still way better than that. So also Shang-Chi on Disney Plus now. So thanks to Disney Day, right? That's Disney Plus Day. So if you haven't checked out Shang-Chi, definitely check out Shang-Chi.
So I have to say, to bring up your point about it not being that great, Jeremy. So over the weekend, right, that we come up, second weekend that it goes into, right, Eternals expected it at about 27.4 million. Clifford, the Big Red Dog, ranked in 20 million. So it did marginally better than Clifford the Big Red Dog.
I didn't even know Clifford the Big Red Dog was out.
You shut your mouth. Like so that is a family treasure. And like I said, everyone it's the next MCU.
Is it good anymore?
That's
Clifford
crazy.
the Big Red Dog. I
didn't even know they were making a Clifford movie, so I mean
I have this problem with like them remaking these old ideas from when I was a kid because they kind of like tarnish things, it seems.
Well, this one is like live action Clifford too, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's like fully CGI Clifford.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
interesting.
Maybe it's good for kids, but it's not the Clifford I remember. Damn it.
But yeah,
an old man over here.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not
when I was a kid, we used to walk 15 miles to the nearest gas station.
But yeah, then the other thing I said, just because I said I want to hear Scott play the button, like I said, gotta basically the equivalent of a hot toy. So like I said, the sideshow Wolverine. So this thing is badass.
Here.
Metal claws.
Here, wait.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That was hot. That's hot. That is really hot.
There you go.
Oh,
That's hot.
Speaking of
package, all right.
Yeah,
So
that
here's
is
the
sweet.
question: So you said is that a 1/6 scale figure or did?
Yeah.
So the question I always have is because that looks about the size of many of the other 1/6 things. Did they do the actual scaling of Wolverine down to like the 5'6"?
So
is he actually like? Did they get the proportion right? Is the question that I have.
So he is shorter, I said, than some of the other characters, right? So for example, like I have him, like I said, next to a couple of next to like Ant-Man, and he's like literally got a head shorter than
good. All right,
than Ant-Man. But like I said, the one I'm actually most excited for is like I said, it was supposed to be here this month, but unfortunately, I said it did get delayed. But
wait, I got a button. I got a button for this.
Is this guy. Like I said, Gambit's one of my favorite characters. Like the six scale Gambit is freaking badass. Like he's got the two different head sculpts, like with the down hair and then the up hair. So like the classic Remy LeBeau look.
That's cool. And the hand and the card and the flame.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
He looks sweet.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
The card throwing.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he's got one head with the hair down and then one with the hair up. Like his two signature looks.
Yeah, like I said, definitely. I said from the classic X-Men. I said the classic X-Men line. So yeah, so I'm putting together an entire classic X-Men 6 scale.
So this goes in with some good news. Did you guys hear?
Yes.
that we're actually going to get to see a continuation of the 1997 X-Men cartoon. They're going to continue from where it took off.
I can't believe
with the original writers.
With the original and the original voice cast.
And some of the original voices.
Wow.
I don't think it's everyone, but it's a good amount of everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure someone died.
But there's a couple people that are playing different characters now.
Yeah, I do have to appreciate though. Yeah, I think the thing I appreciate the most out of it though is how they introduced it on Disney Plus Day with a meme, with the Wolverine meme.
Doing with the picture.
Yeah.
Gene.
Yeah. That was pretty good and super unexpected. Like that was cool.
If you'd have told me what shows would they kind of come back with for Disney, like everyone always harps on gargoyles. Everyone wanted gargoyles to come back.
Yeah.
Bestiality undertones aside, everyone loved the Gargoyles cartoon. I never would have been like the 97 X-Men. That's what Disney will revive. Never would have guessed. Not in a million years.
It's cool though. But now I guess I need to catch up on the X-Men.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go rewatch it.
Right? I know I've seen I know I haven't seen all of it. I know I've seen some of it. But yeah, like good for them. What a better there's no better way to make us all go watch all those episodes.
The one thing they better not fuck with the intro.
You don't make like an updated 2022 rap version or something.
No, I said you
do that, please.
Like keep it the original.
Like the Drake remix. I don't know. Who else is popular? Yeah, Da Baby. Remember him from ACL?
Yeah.
Like that dude I think he is a
Post Malone.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Post Malone.
Cardi B. See, we're totally hipping with it. We know.
Yeah.
We know 4 relevant musicians.
So
because you just said totally hipping with it, now we're no longer.
So there was an award show, and here's how I realized that I am old and out of touch. Wife and I were watching a commercial. There was a movie on MTV, right, that we were watching.
Okay.
And they had a commercial for this upcoming award show thing that they were doing. And they went through this list, and I think it was about 10 of them, of different, who's all going to be there at this thing. Yeah. We were 4 for 10. And I didn't, and then they brought up who was hosting. Didn't even know who was, didn't know that person either. So I guess 4 for 11. So I was like, dude, I'm below 50%. I'm out of touch. I'm old. Yep. I do not know half the people that are at the music awards or whatever this year.
That's crazy. And at least one of them probably had to be a throwback, like a Britney Spears or something, right? Like from the 90s, you're they're coming back.
No, it wasn't a throwback like that, but one of them was Imagine Dragons. So I was like, which is kind of a throwback. They haven't really been that
around
relevant.
For a while,
yeah. But so I was like, oh, okay.
Just to put it in perspective, how old we're Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day is going to be 50 this year.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts.
God, we're old.
We are. Yeah, definitely getting old.
It's a hard thing to realize.
That's all right.
That's depressing. All right.
Yeah.
Scott, what do you got?
Has Larry gone?
No, Larry.
I can go real quick. I feel like even though it's 2 weeks, I'm probably forgetting about something, but nothing good happened. But I did get another Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I remember last episode I got that
regular Spider-Man.
No Way Home. Oh, I got the Miles Morales one now that it was also on pre-order for Amazon. I opened this one because it came with a Build-A-Figure piece, which I quickly sold on eBay and recouped most of my cost on this figure, which was a nice plus.
Nice. It was the armadillo, right?
Yeah. I got the right leg from Armadillo, which I sold for $15. So out of my 20 like the $23 figure, I got most of my money back. So I was happy.
I've heard a lot of people really like that Miles. They say it's a great figure.
It's a cool figure. Like I guess I'm collecting Spider-Man Marvel Legends because I've got like five or six now. So
I love how Larry just stumbles into collections. Like it's not like he thought out like I'm going to start collecting. He just bought a couple Spider-Mans. Like this is it now. This is me now. I'm buying Spider-Man.
The thing I like about it is it always stems from some kind of passion. You know, he doesn't just like collect because
it's true.
You know,
he
wants to collect it. He's got a passion for it, so he goes after stuff that he's interested in.
Right. I like Spider-Man, and then when he pops up on Amazon for pre-order, I feel like I need to buy it. And then 6 months later, they actually show up, and it's like, oh yeah, cool. I've got another Spider-Man. Yeah, that's totally what these ones were.
I got it.
Like I knew they were on my list, but when they actually showed up, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I got some new figures.
Nice.
Go on the shelf.
I did get a little depressed today, though. You know what, guys?
For what?
Oh no!
Because I'm seeing all these posts from Designer Con. I wish we were at Designer Con. So I see a lot of cool stuff going on at Designer Con right now.
I always forget it's right around Veterans Day, right? You have the Designer Con. So
I've got a couple of toy photo friends that are there too. I've been watching their stories. Like, why did I not choose to go?
Shows they're buying toys.
It looks like a good time.
And just because I said I want to get another bingo square, I said I'll talk about cryptocurrency. And I said, got me some Designer Con NFTs.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Nice. I didn't see that. That's cool.
NFTs are like the next big thing now.
It makes sense that they would have that. The thing I saw like right before we went live was Funko founder Mike Becker posted a video with him and like his friends and DJ Lance Rock from Yo Gabba Gabba. I'm like, kind of wish I would have went, but that's all right. Another time.
Damn it.
It was a good time. It was
really
aside from like San Diego Comic-Con, probably 2019. That's probably like my second favorite con we've gone to. Like it was fun.
I mean, it's a great time. Yeah.
I think I like it because it's all vendors, right? That you have. So it's basically the vendor hall. Then that's it. But you have this variety of like different things in the vendor hall, like comic conventions. As much as I love them, the vendor hall tends to be a lot of the same shit over and over again. And you go to different cons, and those people travel with the cons, right? And they're at that next one. Designer Con was shit I have never seen before, right? And like toys, comics, all the stuff that like
it's not the mass produced stuff. It's kind of like it's like an Etsy con. It's all stuff people made or selling like in their Instagram shops and stuff.
It's their own like property or their own intellectual thing. Like it's really cool.
It feels like one of those like local. That's a weird analogy, but like a local farmers market type thing where you've got like people, smaller people in the community that can come and showcase their stuff, like sculptors and customizers and just all kinds of toy makers and stuff. It's really cool atmosphere. I totally agree because you see a lot of the same stuff a lot of the times.
You do.
And they do have the big name companies that show up there. But if you look at the vendor list, I would say about 60% of the vendors are people you may not know that are like smaller creators kind of thing. It's really cool. You might
find some cool stuff. Like we found a lot of cool stuff last year.
Yeah, you end up finding some really unique items that you just wouldn't expect to find. And then you're like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
Bye, Larry. He's checking out Designer Con.
Yeah, see you later. Yeah, he's like, you know what? I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out, guys.
I got to see this Designer Con.
Yeah.
I need another like USB thing because I touch it and it disconnects. I was going to the YouTubes to check something. So I was I was checking out DesignerCon stuff earlier today.
What the
What was that?
It sounded like, do you know what that sounded like? I hope that
weird.
picks up on the audio thing. But
Oh
it
my
sounded like that Snoop Dogg song. That was
Yes.
Yeah.
like, at the beginning.
The one where he's
Totally
like,
did.
Yeah,
It totally did.
It totally did.
That's funny.
I did not hear it.
Larry, stop touching stuff because it's difficult. It is the weirdest noise.
All right.
That's great.
Fun. Anyway,
Amazing.
did you know that our video on YouTube of the Metacom booth, who is also at DesignerCon this year, it has 14,000 views on it. I
What?
just thought that was crazy.
That's crazy.
That was like a
I just heard it
balloon
again.
slowly letting air out.
But no, that is crazy though, Larry. 14,000 views. We posted that 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
It's probably a lot of people that
20
just want to know more.
Almost 3. It's 2018, so
Yeah.
That's crazy.
yeah, almost. Wow, that's crazy.
It is. Well, that is now 3 designer cons ago.
Yeah.
There's definitely some weird feedback going on.
Yeah, Larry,
Yeah.
your mic.
Is it me?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Hold, please.
Something.
Well, while we do that, so I'll go through because I got. Oh, he just decided to just.
I think
bump
he's
his
gonna join
Yeah.
back in again.
So, I did get something new. So, I will post a picture of it up. My wife did get me a picture. I showed it to Jeremy and Larry. She got me a new painting thing for my bathroom.
Nice.
It'll be up on Instagram later. I got to take a picture of it and post it up. But it is quite good. It is the perfect picture for the bathroom, I have to say. But when I got back from my trip, something was waiting in the mail for me that was semi-unexpected because it took a while to get. And I've showed Jeremy this, but because we need to figure out how to like display this. But I did get my out-of-time license
sweet.
plate signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd.
Nice.
Damn.
So
That is really cool.
happy birthday to me.
Perfect timing too.
Yeah, great
Awesome.
timing.
Awesome.
I'm a huge
Months,
Back to the Future fan, so that's amazing.
yeah,
Very
months
cool, man.
in the making because I ordered that back, but probably like what was that June? I think when they had those up sometime
Yeah,
June.
I
maybe
remember
July.
you mentioned it a while ago. And,
Yeah,
yeah, right. Because
So-
they did the signing separate, so it took a little bit. So
yeah. So yeah, exactly. So we did that, but while I was out last week, I did go for a little a trip. Me and my wife had decided, hey, we have never been to New Orleans. We had someone that was able to watch our daughter, and watch the dogs in the house. So we took off. We went to New Orleans. Never been there. Never had done it. Stayed in the middle of the French Quarter. Definitely had a great time. But I will also tell you, I thought there was drunk, weird morons in Vegas. There is a significantly larger amount of them. Maybe not larger amount, but it's way more like concentrated area of these people. Like it was like the amount of drunk people at any hour of the day was just absolutely ridiculous. Just a little podcast says smells like pee and throw up. Yeah, a lot. So I will tell you. So being the person, I didn't really like. Everywhere sold those big, huge like
the party
yard-
drink things.
Yeah.
party drink things that
The
are made
Vegas
of-
drinks, yeah.
Yeah, but they're filled with just basically it's a super sugary icy with like
Yeah.
alcohol in it, right? And they put it in the big like the hand grenades or the pineapples or all these other things. I'm not a big fan of those. The sugar gets me way before the alcohol does and makes me feel sick. So I don't generally touch them. So in the mornings, the wife and I were fine. We'd get up and we'd go to breakfast. Those streets are literally littered with just trash and those empty cups. Somebody's job every day is to go through the French Quarter with this truck with a big tank of water and a pressure washer, and washes all the vomit down the drains, and basically puts all the garbage in the middle of the road so a street sweeper can come and pick it up.
Hey,
That's
Scott,
somebody's
Scott,
job.
Scott. Not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah,
Not all heroes-
I have to
not
say,
all heroes wear capes.
First off, watch the guy do his job. He is the guy knew how to direct that garbage to where it needed to go with a pressure washer, which if you've ever dealt with pressure washers, getting like items to go where you want to go is not always easy. So kudos to the guy. He is a master of his craft. Also, I will say this. The earliest I saw somebody just flat out passed out lying on the sidewalk was 5:45 p.m. That, like, just walking down and be like, that dude is not a homeless guy. That's just a dude passed out on the sidewalk. It was crazy. Yeah, my wife's in there saying, like, for real. Yeah, like, dude, like, using a wall as a pillow, passed out, and his friend's just like, what do we do with him at, like, 5:45 in the evening?
Sun's still up because it's the weekend right before daylight savings time.
Sun was still there. Yeah, like, up and about. And then you'd see, like, still, like, people, like, holding on their friends, stumbling or whatever. So, yeah, it was nuts. But I spent a ton of money there. We found a guy who does some, like, local, like, photography. We bought a big art print for that. I always talk about, like, how I like dumb, like, sci-fi stuff. So I'm wearing a Reverend Zombie's House of Voodoo shirt that I got from there. Cool. We got this killer Marie Laveau's House of Voodoo poster. This thing is sick. Love this thing. And definitely got me my little voodoo doll from the voodoo shop.
Very cool.
He's my little good luck voodoo doll.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
sounds like a great trip.
It was cool. Got a rental car so we could drive around. I would say I thought Vegas was a crazy time, and then I went to Bourbon Street. Not even at like a holiday.
It wasn't during Mardi
Gras or anything. This was just a random Saturday in November, and it was.
I want to go during Mardi Gras. I want to go during Mardi Gras.
From what I saw,
it's gonna be a
shit show. Like,
I want to go during Mardi Gras.
When's Mardi Gras? Like February?
Mardi Gras in February.
I think so. Yeah. Right. It's I don't know, that holiday.
Yeah.
Like it's that holiday.
I don't know.
Mardi Gras.
It's one of the holidays that you don't ever.
Yeah.
March 1st.
March 1st.
Oh,
March 1st.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
That was close.
I was gonna say it's around spring break. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing. Navigating even non-Mardi Gras time sucked. So I'll put it this way: they don't have street signs because people probably would like. I was confused as why they didn't have street signs, like up, like at the corners of streets, and I realized, jackasses would probably go steal the Bourbon Street sign if they put a street sign on Bourbon Street. So half the streets don't have street signs, so I would get lost the whole weekend just walking around, and be like, where the fuck is the hotel? Right? This didn't. Would get lost, turned around. Couldn't figure out. It wasn't until about an hour before we were leaving to take the rental car back so we could get on the plane to fly home that I happened to look down at the corner of the sidewalks, and in tile is the name of the streets on the sidewalk on each corner of the road. I'm like, I'm dumb. Like,
next time. Now you know. Now you're a pro.
Yeah. The more you know,
you'll be prepared.
Yeah. When you go back from Mardi Gras, it's gonna be you're gonna be ready.
Also, the streets are super narrow. Like the amount of people that would be there for Mardi Gras, like I would be worried.
Scott's like, I don't even know if I want to go back during Mardi Gras.
I don't even know if I want to go back, to be honest. Like it was cool, but it's like a one-time thing. I'm not young enough to really appreciate like Bourbon Street with all the crappy alcohol and just bar after bar after bar after bar. Like we went to that Spirits that was on the Bar Rescue. It's like Spirits on Bourbon Street.
Oh,
We went
cool.
and hung out there for a couple hours. It was super cool. A guy playing the piano. It was really chill. It was pretty empty, so we were just like talking with the guy. Had a ton of fun. I got one of the light up skull mug things that that they came up with on the show. I do that in air quotes because I know half that shit's all fake. But like the skull mugs were still there, and we got the resurrection drink that's their signature now. So that was cool. Had a lot of fun. Went to a couple of the other bars. Felt really awkward just buying a drink at a bar and then just walking out into the street again because it's not like Vegas or whatever, and just walk to the next bar with a drink from like it. It was very strange, but yeah, it was cool. It was fun. Had a really good time. Spent way too much money on stupid souvenirs and things, and
It's cool.
ate a lot of beignets, and I'm actually kind of
Nice.
sick of them now.
Uh-oh. That's a good thing. I mean, right? Like that. Yeah, you
So
did
many
you did the
beignets.
appropriate
so
amount.
many.
I was gonna say you did enough. It sounds like you did enough then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Beignets.
That's awesome.
So I'll have to tell a story though. We thought our weekend was going to be bunk. I told Jeremy about this. So New Orleans itself has some very interesting COVID rules. You have to have your vaccine, proof of it though, right? Like you actually have to show it to be able to get into bars or any establishment with food or alcohol, right?
Okay.
Or you have to have a negative test within 72 hours to go in. Like if you can't prove one, you have to have the other one, right? Nowhere when I bought the plane tickets, booked the hotel, rental car, like nobody that did any aspect of that trip informed me that city specific had this one weird rule. So we get there, and I didn't bring my card with me, right? Like we didn't bring them. So it's like try to go into a couple places of like, where's your card or your test results? And we're like, no. And they're like, can't let you in. We're like, wait, what? So we had to scramble that first day to go find someone to get the test. Luckily, we found a random lady in a Cricket parking lot. No, for real. Like this lady was in the Cricket parking lot. We're going to an urgent care, right? We're navigating to an urgent care because they were like, we can get this test there. And then happen to look over, and in the Cricket parking lot, there's a little like tent set up with like, we do the test and like the one that you need, and it's a rapid test. You'll get your results in like 15 minutes. We're like, ah. So we U-turned and went to the free Cricket clinic. I cannot make this
Seems
up.
legit.
It is so fucking random. It even says, I don't have my wallet with me, but it even says like a location because they wrote out a card for us to get into all the places. On the card, it says location Cricket. Like,
Okay. When Cricket Wireless,
yeah, like the Cricket wireless
the cell phone store.
In the parking lot was a table and a booth from some Chicago-based lab doing the tests that you need to be able to get into anywhere on Bourbon Street,
Cool.
or even in the French Quarter, right? Or I guess in all of New Orleans.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that I could not make up that story as the ridiculousness that it is. But yeah, some random Cricket parking lot that didn't even have parking lot lines. The parking lot did not have it was for the wireless, but they did not even spray paint like
Okay.
the lines on the parking lot. It was a sketch parking lot, but we got the test that we needed, and I could go enjoy myself.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. I'm glad it worked out because who carries around their vaccine card?
Yeah,
Right.
apparently you need to.
Apparently. I mean, we've been collectively, we've been other places besides where we live, and that's not a thing. So cool, good to know, I guess.
So, yeah, no, it was quite an adventure. Trying to go
Something you
places,
won't-
and they're like, "Yeah, you can't come in."
Yeah.
But then, so it's this weird flux of things that we tried a couple places. They were definitely checking everybody. We weren't getting in, right, for food. We're like, shit, we're hungry. Where do we go get food? Let's go. We got to go get this test thing or whatever. So we go get the test, get food at like a Five Guys because it was right by where we were at. Go back to the French Quarter, start walking around. All the sketchy like places, and there's like a pizza place and a few other things that we would have probably just wanted to go to get the food and not go to a Five Guys. Gave no shits at all. The second we had the card, no one asked for it anymore. It was like, are you kidding me? Like, so it's just the two bougie places we went to.
Yeah, the first places.
The first couple places needed it. Everywhere else didn't give two flying fucks about our status. They want that money.
Where's your papers? Show me your papers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, show me the
I
papers.
like legit. Like we'd been turned away enough times where like the first bar I went to go pull it up, and the guy just looks at me and goes, "No, come on." Like,
You're good. You're good, bro. You're good, bro. Get it.
Like, all right,
Hey,
yeah.
Give me your money.
As Heather states, so sketch but so clutch.
Yeah, the crickets, right? It came in handy, and we didn't have to pay for it. It was a
Oh,
get
wow.
your test for free. Right?
Wow.
No
I figured
insurance needed.
I figured it was like at least $10, and they're making bank. Like,
Yeah.
with all
They're not
the
making anything
tourists.
that
No. I see you guys. They're making something better than I said money from the people. They're making that government money.
They're charging
Oh.
them because they're offering
Sure.
the free
Sure.
exams.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So that $10 they would have charged Scott is at $100 that they're charging the government.
Yep,
All right.
exactly. They're making their money. It's just not from me.
Yeah.
They're just going to use that DNA for clones later on.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, if you want to clone to this, more power to you. You ain't getting much out of it.
We're gonna see Scott number 2 walking around New Orleans in about 20 years.
Nolans.
Nolans. The Big
Nolans.
Easy. Did you find out why they call it the Big Easy?
Yeah, because dying is very easy.
Got it.
The amount of things. Okay,
Dying
I'll tell
is
you. I
extremely easy.
I was actually angry the first day there too. I got semi-fleeced by one of the street guys. So he's talking to me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna get by whatever it is. Dude is talking to me, and then all of a sudden, his gimmick is doing like shoe shines, right? So he asked the question. He's like, "Where'd you get the shoe? Like, I'll bet you I can tell you where you got those shoes." And I was like, "Dude, whatever, like whatever." And he goes, "On your feet," and he then took this little thing and just sprayed the shoe cleaner on my shoes. And I was like, well, I have to now like continue with this process because I have this like tar shit on my shoes, like the shoe shine liquid. So I'm like, clean that shit off. So I got fleeced a little bit because I had to give the guy the money because he was starting to cause a scene because I was like, well, I didn't ask you to do that. So I gave him money not to get beat up by the rest of the street vendor guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But beware.
He forced his services on you.
Yeah, beware the shoe shiner guys. If they talk about your shoes, get out of there.
Run
Keep
away.
walking.
Because
Run
if
away.
you don't look like you're gonna willingly give them the money, they're gonna.
These my special shoes.
Special shoes. It was like my stupid like running shoes too that I was wearing because I was like, I'm going to need comfy shoes because I'm going to do a lot of walking.
I was wondering what kind of shoes you're even wearing. Like, right?
Legit, like the shoes I normally take to the gym when I do like running because I'm like,
I don't know. I thought maybe y'all were getting like super fancy and like dress shoes on, and sure they needed to be cleaned up a little bit. No,
it was New Orleans. There was people throwing up in the street in public. Like what I was wearing, a t-shirt and jeans, was sufficient.
Nice.
It was actually pretty chilly there. I had to wear a coat.
That's the podcast, guys.
That's,
all right.
That's it, guys. Like, how do we follow that?
How you top that? Man. In other news, gaming related, I played the new Forza 5 because it's on the Ultimate Game Pass for Xbox. If you guys are into racing games, it's actually
And also
more fun than I expected.
Also, you need to have like 110 gigabytes free on your hard drive.
Yeah, it's 110 gigs, so it's huge.
It's big.
You're probably gonna have to delete it a game, maybe or two, to get it on there. But it's more fun than I expected. Larry, special shout out to you because I think you'll really like it. The opening scene feels like a Fast and the Furious movie.
Nice. That
It's
sounds
really
fun.
cool. It's like a very creative way to show you the different cars and like the different tracks that you can get on, but they're dropping out of airplanes and stuff, and you're kind of just driving off, and it's cool though. I mean, it's fun, and then the races themselves are very varied. Like there's tons of different styles of races and stuff. You can tune cars, you can upgrade your car, you can buy all kinds of different cars. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. So I recommend it if you guys have Game Pass, if you want to check it out. It's more fun than you might expect.
Yeah.
It's pretty
The
cool.
Forza games are always good for just kind of mindless. I'm going to sit here and just drive a car,
Yeah.
Right.
Things.
Exactly. It's not just like race. It's like there's some discovery involved because it's an open world. So there's these barns where you can find cars hidden and they'll add them to your collection. But there's all these different things to do. So, you can go destroy these XP boards. So you have to like find them. Or there's like little races. There's speed traps. So like how fast can you get your car between these 2 points? And the cool thing is it compares you against your friends in your friends list. So let's say like Jeremy or Scott would play the game and they've played their same race that I'm playing. So now in my race, Jeremy and Scott are one of the positions of the AI. And I think it's using their car that they would use because I'm friends with, you guys know Adam, but he plays it. They use his car that he uses in his game. And I think he does relatively well. So he placed pretty well in my game. I'm actually racing him, like trying to get position. So it's kind of cool. Like if Jeremy or Scott had played it, their names would show up in the roster so I could race against them.
It will. I just have to figure out which game to delete so I can install it.
Yeah, same.
I know. I had to delete Avengers to get it installed.
Yeah, that might be the one. I got about halfway through Avengers and gave up on that one.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was free. Let's just put it that way with the Game Pass. That's why I love Game Pass, right?
Yes,
I can
great.
install those games and go, oh, I like this. Or, oh, no, that was a bad one.
Horizon 5 is not one of those games I probably would have ran out and spent $60 on. But since I'm already paying for Game Pass, might as well just download it and check it out. Why not? And it's a AAA title. It's a good quality game.
The one that got me
crazy good value on that.
The best example for it is there's a bass fishing game that was free.
That's not going to be good.
I never would have thought to like install it, but I was like, I like fishing mini games and some of the other games I play. Like, might as well let's try an actual fishing game. Got through the tutorial. I was like, nope, not for me.
Nope.
Uninstall that one.
Download. Yeah. That's the joy of it, though. You're not out any money, really. I mean, you're out your monthly cost, but you're already out that much.
But I already have 10. I download like 10 other games that month. So if one or two of them are bad, who gives a shit? Like, I have a bunch of other free ones waiting for me to join.
I'm kind of surprised they don't limit it at like 1 or 2 games a month. I remember back in the day there was some kind of
gold.
Yeah, Games with Gold was like that. You could only download 1 or 2 games a month,
and that still is there. So if you don't want to pay the super high $14 a month of the Ultimate, right? There's you still have to get gold, right, to at least get on online. Gold still gives you the 3 games a month.
Okay.
But then you get the entire library of all these other things because you have the Game Pass.
Got it. Okay.
So no, I will say, as a person with both the PS5 and a Xbox now, this generation, that definitely beats out anything else. Right? It's just the fact that I have this library of games to access.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know PlayStation has that with PlayStation Now, but that's another service on top of the online that you have to buy.
Right.
Whereas for Xbox, they bundle everything together. So it's like, oh, you want to do online gaming? Cool. We'll also give you this access to this library because you have it.
Would you call that a super bundaroo?
It's a super bundaroo. Yeah, they did a mega bundaroo. A Black Friday bundaroo. So yeah, it's the way better setup. I still love my PS5. I just downloaded the GTA Definitive Edition.
Oh, nice.
Still kind of wondering if it's worth it. They did not do a very good job on some of the porting on some of them.
Yeah.
It's
What did you
a
go
little
to?
sketchy.
What did you go to first? Which one?
You got to start. So here's the thing: they incrementally add features with the games. So I didn't want to do. If I was to pick them, it would have been Vice City, San Andreas, 3. But I'm playing 3 first, so I can get rid of finish that one before I go into Vice City, which will be the one I'm really excited for.
Look how old that is. Like I said, even like I said, that port's not going to be that good anyway. It's like literally is the only port that I'm going to play. Like I said, in terms of like I said in other Grand Theft Auto, I want to play. I said what was it? I said San Andreas on Oculus. That's when it comes out. Like that's
You mean on this thing?
Yes.
the virtual reality.
VR San Andreas is going to be cool. I cannot wait for that. We'll definitely pick that one up. If you want to check it out, we talk about games with gold. San Andreas, not all 3 of them, but San Andreas is available on games, the Game Pass on your Xbox, so you can check that one out. The reason I don't like it is they went more with like a cartoony feel to the games to make them more arcadey looking. And some of the character models, like you think like a definitive edition, they would have like made them updated or whatever. Some of them look worse, and they look jankier than they did back in like the 2000s when these games came out.
That's unfortunate.
Like, and that's the unfortunate thing is like a lot of care was not taken into really improving that. It was just like, oh, we're going to take the old mocap and like make them cartoony looking and make exaggerate the features that we put on there in the first place.
So like this goes back to us being old though too. Like, so I fired up the PS2 the other day, right? Like I said 4.3, and you would have thought, like I said, like PS2, like I said, Grand Theft Auto 3 for that console was like, hey, that was like cutting edge, right? I said for the PlayStation 2, it looks like shit. Like when you're used to like basically today's games, like holy crap, this looks terrible.
Just go back and watch videos of the first Tomb Raider games.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was like cutting edge graphics.
Lara Croft with her triangle moves.
The triangle moves, but like the way she moved and those weird tank control things and all that was like cutting edge for the time.
So just because I saw a meme of it the other day, right? Because they're going to be doing a remaster too, like I said, of these. Like I said, above me on the definitive edition, right? So it's kind of like I said, because with the definitive edition, it's kind of going to be like Halo: The Master Chief Collection, where they're going to basically continue updating and remastering it, like I said every so often. So I would, what the game I want a remaster of? Like I said, beyond all imagination. I said Legacy of Kain. Like I said, Soul Reaver 2, Legacy of Kain. Like I said, I would
That's
take my money now. I'd play that any day of the week.
Yeah, okay. So that one needs the remaster.
Yes.
treatment. I'm going to talk about. So Capcom did a really good job with Resident Evil 2, with not a remaster, but like a remake and modernizing an old game to play a little bit better logic. There's a game that I want that treatment for. Also comes from Capcom, so they very well could do this. I want a remake of Dino Crisis.
Oh, yeah.
Which is replace the zombies with dinosaurs in Resident Evil.
Dino Crisis is great.
That would be cool. You know what else is cool? CrossTheStreamsMedia.com.
Whoa! Look at that.
That's right. You can get all the links to our social media and find other cool podcasts at CrossTheStreamsMedia.com. Or you can just go follow us on Instagram at STS Guys, and we're on Twitter at STS Guys. And of course, we're on Facebook at the STS Guys, and I'm Larry from the STS Guys.
Show him like a villain.
Show him like a villain.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding.
All right, Larry, I'm going to stop you for a second here.
Okay.
I want you to make from Ghostbusters Across the Streams audio clip so we can hit a button.
Okay, I think I can do that.
You never
Good
cross the
idea.
streams.
Never cross the streams.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Are you guys? So we 3 out of the 4 of us skipped Eternals, but are we going to see Ghostbusters this week?
Well,
Yes.
we were actually talking about
I
it.
want to see that.
Right before
Yeah,
the podcast, before you joined, like, so I was asking Scott what he's doing Friday. Like, I said we should go see Ghostbusters Friday.
Yeah.
we should. So we'll talk. We'll talk.
Right. Like I want to see that more than I want to see Eternals, which is crazy. But that comes out this week. And if you want to buy some Ghostbusters pops, you should go to shumistore.com. Get that mint box guarantee. Enter code STS Guys. You're gonna save 10%. And then if you want to get a cool new black T-shirt like Scott got, but you can't go to New Orleans. But you can go to animatedapparelcompany.com, enter code STS Guys. You can save 10% and get free shipping. Animated Apparel Company, it's the best.
It's the best.
And if you like podcasts, you should check out our friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Check out our podcast family like Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, The Dorksmen, Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, The Average Nerd Podcast, Nerdy Curious Movie Retakes, The Toy Rewind Podcast, 3 Beers and a Mic, Just a Little Podcast, who's hanging out on the chat. Shout out to Cookie. The Totally Rad Movie Podcast, It's Not Dead Yet, and go check out Nate and Josh on the Figure Booth.
I got a question. If the STS Guys are now a bi-weekly podcast, what is?
I think the last episode of Totally Red. Yeah,
quarterly.
It was May. I think the last episode was May.
Biannually.
So we're getting really close.
Biannual podcast.
Twice a year. But you know what? It might be the only biannual podcast.
Let's make it a thing
in the podcast sphere.
There you go. That's a unique niche.
Yeah, right. We're the only one.
It's so great. It's so great.
We only do it twice.
Every 6 months. You gotta wait, man. Good things are worth the wait.
Yeah, they are. They are. So that's when they're extra special.
I think if I remember it, we picked 4 movies.
There's been multiple
for the next version, and we just never get the time to do it.
No, at least 4. One day.
And
one day.
On that note, right? I said for episode 194 of your favorite bi-weekly podcast, the STS Guys. I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I've been Nate.
And I'm Scott.
And we're the STS Guys. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Toodles.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Tank.